the wall, offside.
Yeah, brilliant on that occasion. It was hit firmly. Yeah, good stuff from the fielder. But speaking about Falun, Rajiv, playing his first game, he's already made an impact with the ball in hand and on the field, but nothing going his way, Rajiv.
Yeah, indeed. Changes coming in. The slip fielder comes into short wicket inside the ring. And now a 6-3 field. No catching. This is the action these two batters have shown. With hitting right off the middle, then getting boundaries, going over 6 runs and over. That is a lot of pressure inside the power play fielding captain. Cover a lot of areas. And then when the bowler bowling on the leg side. Lovely shot. Oh. Over the bowler's head. And Priyan Sharia leans on it. Another boundary to end the 5th over. 36 for no loss.
क्वालिटी खराब हो रही है वीडियो की, लाइव की। वैसे तो यहाँ सही चल रही है।
A very good start once again for India. 5 overs, 36 for no loss. Changing the bowling for Afghanistan A from the new media box, and Shamsur Rahman bowling couple of overs. Abdullah into the attack. But this is the last delivery of the previous over. Played through the line, the pitch up delivery. How often has been a dot ball pitching up on the surface here at Rangiridambulla? Because the moment the batters get into that front foot, and a lovely shot once again. And first ball to open the proceedings for Abdullah. Not the ideal start for him.
Yeah, not a great start. He did get a 5 against India in the previous game. But right now, starting off with a boundary, straight down leg side, short pitch delivery. There's no protection on the deep, apart from the deep square leg. It was just a free for Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
Yeah, through that fine leg. Well, that struck so firmly. That went like a rocket to the extra cover fielder. Again, the length is very important for these two batters, because it's all margin for error. I mean, the length, the line, ball into the field, especially inside the power play. He's bowling round the wicket now. We need to get that angling in towards the stumps, that coming in from round the wicket. I reckon it's a good option with protection on the deep square leg boundary. But I feel, Santosh, you as an opening fast bowler, you're an all-rounder. With this bowling round the wicket, I reckon you need one extra man on the leg side. Bring that offside boundary rider. Lovely shot. Played it along. A loose delivery. The pull shot coming into play. And that's the first maximum of the day for Vaibhav and for India A.
Yeah, what a shot from Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Just helping it on its way. Once again, strain down the legs and getting it over the short, fine leg fielder. That's the first 6 for Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
India fielder at it once again. I had a feeling that he went a little slower. The mid-on fielder, that really hurried Vaibhav, going for that pull shot once again. I think he's having a very good day, Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
Yeah, definitely. It's his day, Rajiv. He was hurried on rather. Hit the splice of the bat and the mid-on fielder. A little too slow, like you mentioned.
Yeah, bowler is not happy. Oh, lovely shot once again. That's a massive one. Massive 6 from Priyanshara. He comes into the party. Brilliant shot and 50 on board for India in just the 6th over, 53 for no loss. Expensive one from Abdullah, 17 of it.
Six overs down, 52 runs on the board. The 2 openers of the Indian team, they've got off to a flyer. Vaibhav 26 of 21, Ara 27 of 15. Now this is the start that the Indians were looking for some time. Doing that change at the top of the order, Prabhsimran Singh being replaced by Ara as the opener. As I say, very good morning to Kosala.
Morning, Aran.
But they're looking to slow things down. That's what Afghanistan is trying to do. They're continuing with Shams. He's into his 3rd over. He's been the decent out of the lot. He's only gone for 9. Afghanistan will be very unfortunate of those 2 let-offs. Well, this has been a... Well, we talked about this, isn't it? They want to go bang, bang at the top.
Yeah, spot on, Kosala. You did mention it during our morning talk show as well. And that has been the story of the day so far. The last ball of the previous over.
Yeah, what a hit that was. What a hit. He just clubbed it, isn't it? Good, this is good, this is good, this is good from Suryavanshi. He's found that gap and that will just race away like a tracer bullet. This outfield is lightning fast and once it hits those gaps, sorry, it's Arya who gets that boundary. Take a look at that. Just thumps it. Now everybody would have been expecting Suryavanshi to be the danger man. But see how Arya's going about things. He's just clubbed the Afghanistan bowlers. Good comeback from Shams.
Yeah, that actually takes the pressure off Vaibhav Suryavanshi as well. It eases off the pressure a little bit. Because high expectations on this young man, plenty of eyes on him. We come back to that point in the next over. 7 overs done, 58 without loss. Especially after Arya has got off to a flyer, 31 of 18 deliveries. Vaibhav Suryavanshi slowly progressing, 27 of 24 deliveries. He has kept his calm today. Full outside the off stump. Hammers it through extra cover. Tick off another boundary for Vibe Suryavanshi.
Beautifully done. Right in the slot. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at the hand-eye coordination. They just keep thumping it, isn't it? They don't really try to hit it hard. It just gives it a whack, and away the ball goes.
Kaushal, a quick question. Where do you think the Afghanistan bowlers, they have got it wrong?
Oh, that's gone a mile. We're waiting for the signal, but that's a huge one. That's gone all the way for a half a dozen. What a hit. I'll tell you about the question you asked after this delivery, but just look at this. That was we call it, that would have been a 6 in length or height. Amazing. Take a look at this again. Just a big swing, and that ball has gone fetching. Go fetch it, says Suryavanshi. But coming back to your question, Iran, I think the reason is that the Afghanistan bowlers are bowling length. And when you're trying to bowl length, you have your mid-on and mid-off in your circle and you try and length, you just can't stray within a fraction. And these two batters, they love it when it's full up. They put the short ball away, but then that back of the length, they need to really identify what's the back of the length on this surface. So it's a challenge for the Afghanistan bowlers, but at the moment, the Indian batters are on song.
68 runs on the board. The bad news for Afghanistan is Vibe Suryavanshi getting into the act as well. A 4 and a 6 to start off the over. "37 runs conceded by Faridun. He's into his 4th over. And this is exactly what the Indians would have expected.
So are we seeing a change in the ball? Because that ball's gone missing, I suppose. It landed on that concrete. Maybe it's gone a little out of shape. But whatever it is, we're having a new ball. And, well, Vibe Suryavanshi is on a song. And for him to get into that mood, the Afghanistan fielders did let him off the hook at a certain point. If you can have a look at that miscatch, how costly that can be. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what we were talking about. That one was a skyrocket. It's not easy to hold these catches when you're under a blue sky, but I think the fielder totally misread it. He didn't get under the ball, that's for sure. But this over has been big. Faridun has been very expensive. He's gone for 37, and he's into his 4th over. What is the comeback? He still has his mid-on and mid-off up in the circle. He's going round the wicket. He's got a deep square. That's the line he will want the ball. Is that another chance? Just falling in short, but I felt that there were stops and starts from the fielder.
Well, it's all happening here in Dabul again. Wherever the cinema stopped the other evening, it continues. Now look at this. Standing tall. Probably he wanted to play it much more squarer. Ending slicing it up to deep point. Valiant effort, but just bouncing in front of him. Good effort by the fielder. It's all happening.
Oh, this is murder. This is really putting the Afghanistan bowlers under a lot of pressure. They're just getting boundaries at will here. Arya says, Suryavansa, if you can do two, I also can do two. If you can do one, I can also do one. They just keep banging the boundaries. Take a look at this again, Aaron.
Trying to go through the offside, getting that flashing blade. The outfield doing the rest for Arya. It's raining boundaries here at the Rangiri Damboli International Cricket Stadium. Afghanistan straight away under pressure. Oh, that's a good delivery. Quick single, but this has been very good by the Indian openers. They haven't really relied on the big shots alone. Whenever there is an opportunity for a single, they have managed to grab it with both hands. Expensive over so far. 16 runs coming off this. The power play, it has been absolute cinema so far. 74 runs on the board. Spectators. Yes, they have free entrance. You can take the gate number 2 at the stadium. It's free carnage. Oh, trying to stay away from the hitting arc.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that, bowling the line and bowling it quicker, banging it short, because he's got protection down there, but the line just a little too much. More of the, it needs to be on the 4th stump line, or the 5th, but anything beyond that is disaster. Oh, this is up in there. And finally, it sticks. And India A will lose their first wicket.
The short ball against Suryavanshi. It works for Faridun. Finally, he wins the battle after conceding 17 runs of the first 4 deliveries. He goes banging hard into the surface. Suryavanshi trying to rock onto the back foot. There you go. Probably he should have gone through offside. Trying to pull it, drag inside the off stump, getting that outside edge. You could call it the leading edge. It goes up, and Suryavanshi will depart for 38 of 28. India, 75 for 1. Eight overs done, 75 runs on the board. Afghanistan, they managed to get the first breakthrough. An important one, the big hitting Suryavanshi. He was just getting into his mood, the murdering mood of going after every single delivery. And Afghanistan bringing in that breakthrough. Rutraj Gaikwad, he walks out to the middle, the right-hand batter. Today, the story is different. The 2 opening batters, they've got off to a good start. The platform is led, good run rate. So Rutraj will feel much more comfortable compared to the other 2 days. Quick single taken.
Interesting battle on the cards here. Now Shams will start the proceedings from the com box end. He will be bowling to Gaikwad, who's the new batter in. Arya doing the correct thing, getting the single off the first ball, getting the right hand on the strike for the off spinner. That's a good move. And with the loss of Suryavanshi, let's see how Arya's batting method would be.
Rutraj, as I did mention previously, he might be feeling much more comfortable with Arya going on well. 37 of 21 deliveries. Less pressure. But Look at that shot. Beautifully threads it through the offside field. Brilliant effort. They will come back for a second run. In fact, 3 runs.
Good running, but just look at how he leans onto that. If you take a look at that previously, just watch it here. Like how he leans in front. He watches the ball right to the end and then just gets it into the gap. A single will end over number... No, there's 3 more to go, sorry. The total's moved on to 18. 5 men on the off. The 2 men outside the ring are the deep square and the long on. It's a dot ball. Now that's a line he should be going, isn't it, around, because he's got 5 men on the on. He needs to go a little bit middle and off and bring that ball in, turn it into the right-hander. Yeah, that would have been a better line to go in, because he's got protection all around. End of over number 8, 9. It's 1 for 1. So this is the Afghanistan bowling so far. 3 bowlers used. Faruddin's the wicket taker. He'll continue. But I've been very impressed around with Arya, the way he's gone about.
Now he has got off to a flying start, taking the pressure off the middle order as well. And luckily for India, Vaibhav Suryavanshi getting off to a start. But it has been a good comeback by the Afghanistan bowlers. Understanding where they need to attack against Vaibhav Suryavanshi, probably figuring out that he was not very comfortable against the shorter delivery. Throws it outside the off stump and he hammers it. That's not good bowling.
With turnover, and Arya just slaps it through point for a boundary. Just take a look at that. It just stand and deliver. Not much feet movement from the batter, but the swing of the arms. There you go. Take a look at that. Oh, what was that? What was that? It's a misfield. They'll take a single, but I'm very interesting to have a look at that ball again. He was attempting a pull shot, but ended up playing a tennis for a backhand.
Probably he should have gone through the offside again, trying for that short and jab, probably trying to hit that gap between mid-on and short mid-wicket. The ball not coming on to the bat. Rudraj Gaikwad, he will do this. He will continue to milk the singles off. And within no time, he will see that he has gone past the 20s and the 30s. That's the beauty of his batting. He will really ease any kind of pressure off the non-striker as well. One of the batters from the beauty of his batting. Shot wide. 1 bounce over the fence. 4 more runs. Ara will continue in his merry way.
When you talk about Rutraj Gaikwad milking it and working it around, structuring it, but Suresh Arya knows one way, and that's to go big. And just look at that. To me, it looked more like a pickup shot. And one bounce, crashing into the boundaries, taking maximum use of the power play. Fardin has been very expensive. He's been very expensive. Take a look at it. There you go. That's what I say. He's not afraid to hit it on the up. Last ball coming up of the over. This time well fielded, but they'll get the single. India will complete over number 10 into the power play. It's 91 for 1.
There go umpire signaling power play 2. Good start for India. 91 for 1. Now this passage of play from over number 10 to 25. This is going to be very important for the Afghanistanis as well, because they need to try and at least get a couple of wickets, contain the number of runs conceded, because India has got off to a flying start. Shams will continue. He's into his 5th over. Just 19 runs conceded so far of his very first 4 overs. But a decent little partnership between these two batters as well. 16 of 13 deliveries. Happy to rotate the strike at this stage.
This has been a good start from India. 92 for 1, 91 for 1, 92 for 1. Rutraj will play the anchor role as he's done previously, the previous 3 games. That's what he'll do. Alright, he just work things all. He get Arya on strike. He's on 49, just 1 run away from a half century.
Come on, boys.
Rutraj Gaikwad, in fact, he has done it throughout the tournament on plenty of occasions when the openers really didn't get India off to a good start.
Allah, lovely, lovely, Shams.
India bringing in that change, changing the opening pair.
Allah, Shamsa.
Arya coming in as the opening batter. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Sliding in with the arm. Hardly any turn on offer. Arya playing for the off spinner. Luckily survives. Inside edge onto the pads. Decent over for Shams. Just the 2 runs coming off that. 11 overs done. 93 for 1. Well, Faridun will continue. In fact, it's Abdullah. The bowling change. Faridun going for 55 of his 5 overs. Crack Cracking shot, driven through the offside. Bit of work for the fielder, deep cover. He will run across to save 2 runs for his team.
Is a trademark Rutraj Gaikwad stroke, just leaning onto it, driving. Better, good.
Run partnership. Now this is what I was talking about, especially when Rutraj is out there in the middle. Both batters will feel much more comfortable. They'll continue to rotate the strike. Just like that. Doing it very comfortably. Doing it a lot of ease.
Well, the key where Afghanistan will be concerned is how well the right arm leg spinner and the left arm wrist spinner bowls. Those 20 overs are going to be very crucial and a key factor. So that's what you need to keep an eye on. How well they bowl, how well they control the middle overs, and how does Afghanistan make that comeback. But at the moment, India A will feel that they're on top 98 for 1. We're on into the 12th over, 96.
He pierces the gap for a single. And that's a half century for Shaayari. What an innings. A quality knock by a quality player. Absolutely brilliant knock. Given the responsibility to open the batting for the Indian A team, and he performs and showcases what he's capable of.
I played in the two previous games, batted in the middle order, but this today asked to go at the top, and he's delivered for his captain and team. Oh, that one hurried on to Gaikwad. I feel that the pitch has something to offer if you really bend your back a little bit. We saw a few balls just hanging up. It's the end of the over. It's 97 for 1.
Shots.
97 on the board. Are getting off to a brilliant half century of 34 deliveries. Dancing shoes are one, but will be just a 1 run to rotate the strike.
But I think the flow of runs have just stopped a little. Afghanistan would feel that they pull things back a little bit. And that's why I mentioned how important the wrist spinners would be where they're concerned. They got 2 wrist spinners, the right arm leg spinner and the left arm wrist spinner. But that's beautifully done. This is Gaikwad special for you. You give him room on that horse. He just threads you. Doesn't try to overhit it, but then just look at that bat position. He knew that the extra cover was straight, so he angles and opens the face of the bat and gets it into that gap. There you go. Waits till the last moment and hits it very late.
Yeah, plenty of wrist work involved. Beautifully placing it between the two fielders. There you go. Lovely shot. And that's what quality batters do. You get a boundary and you get to the other end. 100 up for India. 103 for 1. We are in the 13th over. So this has been a dream start for India, as they would have expected. The run rate 8 plus at the moment. The Afghanistan bowlers under pressure. Inside out, over extra cover. There is protection. The fielder will cut across. It'll be just a 1 run. The partnership cruising along. 28 runs so far for the second wicket between these two batters.
Bowling time. Mashallah, boys. No.
Dot ball will end over number 13. India put into bat. 104 for 1.
The 13 run. Very good start for India, just like in the previous game, previous outing against the Afghanistan A team. They managed to get 349 runs. Outside edge. In the gap. Gets another boundary. Brian Shah having some fortunes as well. And score moves healthy along now.
Yeah, thick outside edge. No fielder there. No slip in place. So that man wide as well. So he gets another boundary. Priyan Chara, he's been brilliant today. Coming into this team. He missed out in the previous game. Coming into this team, opening the batting, gets an opportunity to go at the top. And he has disappointed. 56 off 37. So he's been brilliant for Team India.
He was not in the playing 11 in the previous game and now has to open the batting. And he has delivered, like you mentioned, perfectly. This is the start they needed, top of the order. Played it nicely. That's the way. And got some freebies as well. With 1-6 and 9 boundaries so far. A very healthy strike rate as well. Setting the tone nicely for a bigger score for India A. And after being dropped in the previous game, Santosh coming out here in a most important game. I think he has done a very good job, but I think job not done yet. He loves to work it. He loves the offside. Got so much of boundaries. Maybe that was a 6. His bat. And Priyan Shah played a magnificent inning up to now. And setting India A to a very commanding position at this moment. Struggle for the seamers. Faruddin, 50 odd runs in his 5 overs, but Shamsul Rahman has kept things a little quiet. He's considered 28 runs off his 6 overs, but I reckon even Abdullah in his 3rd over, 26 been conceded. Gaikwad is having a very good run. Oh, that's a tennis ball bounce. That's one over the shoulder. Umpire Sankanara Kara.
Yeah, good bouncer. Good partnership as well, 34 of 35. Raj, we were two contrasting players at the center for Team India. To Raj. more anchor. Oh, and he drives that beautifully. That's in the gap. That was a hit me ball, pitched up. And Ruturaj Gaikwad, he's too good to miss out on. India get another boundary. And that ends the 14th over. India 1-1-3 for 1.
Changing the bowling from the combox end. Shafi into the attack for the very first time. Two fielders on the leg side on the ropes. Deep squalling, deep final again, deep third. And a sweeper on the offside. Back of the length. Slight hesitation. But lucky escape once again for Priyansharya. The fielder couldn't gather it cleanly.
Yeah, mix up there. Both batters ball watching on that occasion. Priyansharya, he took off just as he hit the ball, but Gaikwad was not ready for the single. I'm sure Rahman doing the fielding. He's quick on the field as well.
Outside edge. Well, luckily. Imran Mir had that deep third field a little finer. But I think sometimes on the surface with the greenery, when the seamers are operating, it comes onto the bat nicely. Even though there were some outside edges, but no catching fielders around. I haven't seen that slowness, but still it's very good surface to bat on.
No.
The moment it pitches on this surface, even on a good length, it comes on nicely to the bat.
Yeah, I think that's the nature of the surface here, Damul, Rajiv. We've seen in the past few games as well, wicket tends to get better and better and better for batting as the game progresses. So I think right now, with the sun beating down, Ruturaj, Gaikwad and Arya have found their rhythm. Even the Afghanistan fast bowlers, they've found the correct lines and lengths.
Lovely sound of the bat. That shows how good this surface is. Playing through the line on the offside. Batter in form, Ruturaj Gaikwad. And India A will be happy in the top order. Prabh Simran Singh is not playing today. But Priyansharya grabbing that opportunity with both hands and trying to consolidate nicely into this inning. Structuring it well. Yes, gone. Just as we speak. I think the umpire is going upstairs for it.
Yeah, Arya is going nowhere. Been referred to the third umpire.
TV umpire director. Package referral. Start with front foot, please. Fair delivery. Go to the best angle of the catch, please. Show me that one more time. Frame by frame. Roll forward. Keep rolling, fingers underneath. I'm satisfied. The fair catch. Can you focus the lights, please?
Well, there you go. It's been given out. A brilliant catch from the fielder Shamsul Rahman it is. And it's the big wicket of Priyanchar. Set batter. One more wicket to India. 1-1-5 for 2 as the players take drinks.
Priyanchar walks back 58 off just 42 deliveries. India A 115 for 2. One five for 2 as the players took their first water break of the day. Shafi striking in his very first over, breaking that partnership. The correct time that Afghanistan wanted something out of this. And even India going so well, Priyanchar had to walk back. It's a very good low catch from Shamsul Rahman. at cover point. Suribara walking in. Tilak Verma, the skipper. 15 done. Eventful one. Wicket taking one for Afghanistan A. 115 for 2.
Okay.
The skipper walking into the crease at a very crucial time alongside his deputy. These are the two top batters who are among the runs, who are in form for India A in the middle stage of the innings. And the middle order, the strong middle order of India A, and a lot of time for Tilak Verma also. Scored 2 half centuries in the series.
That is the previous wicket of Priyansh Arya. It was too close to go for that cut, and a very good catch, very good low catch from Shamsul Rahman. See, brilliant stuff from the fielder. Time cut away. There's a fielder down at sweeper. We'll just get the single. Like you said, Rajiv, the platform set for these two batters. They've done it before in this series. They've done it a couple of times rather. They need to get a partnership building up here to make sure that India gets to that 270 plus, like you mentioned, pass score of 270 plus, because 270 is chaseable on this surface, but if they can get closer to 300, maybe 300 plus, then they're well off to defend it.
Yeah, indeed, definitely. It's a 300 plus surface for me. If you're batting first, 270 is par. It's been chased. But if India can manage to get above 300, that allows the bowlers to have some free arms. And also the skipper, Tilak Verma, with Ayush Badoni not in the middle frame when they're bowling at. He's been good, but he's more of a middle order batter for India. But he's not among the runs, but he has done well with the ball. That's not what required. But luckily for India, Shedke coming in and contributing those knocks. So Verma off the mark, but now that current run rate has dropped down to 7.55. From it was above 8. At one time it was going at 9.
Yeah, it happens. It happens when you lose two dashing openers. Obviously, Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Priyansh Arya, they're known to take on the bowler. They're known to go aggressive. But on the other hand, Ruturaj Gaikwad and Tilak Verma, they have the responsibility of anchoring the inning. The platform set by the two openers. These two just need to bat till the 35th, 40th over and make sure their team is in a formidable position.
Yeah, indeed, once again, Vaibhav get into that start and scored 38 runs today as well. Previous game, 22. And the previous outing against Afghanistan, he got 44, 13 runs in the first game. I think apart from that first game, he has got a very good start. But he didn't capitalize the start and getting out inside the first power play. Maybe he needs to adjust himself into coming into this 50-over format. Lovely bit of timing coming in from Ruturaj Gaikwad. That's elegant. That is a classic boundary.
Yeah, class apart, Ruturaj Gaikwad was just leaning towards that ball and he timed it to perfection. Pierced the gap. See, once again, lightning quick outfield. You get value for shots here at Damulla. And that's a great way to end the over. India A 1-2, 1 for 2.
batting card so far for India A. Priyanshara getting a half century coming into the side, and Vaibhav getting that start once again. 28 balls for his 38. So runs in the top order, but not that big score.
Wait.
There's enough of time for these two batters to settle down. It's just the 17th over, Santosh. But Tilak Verma is a batter who loves to take time to anchor his innings. Planning comes in when he comes into the middle. He doesn't rush. He plays a lot of risk-free cricket. That is what is important as a middle order batter. Heavy shoulders, crunching game, important game. And this is why it tests your pressure coming in as a skipper, as a middle order batter. I think he has done well. He has handled the pressure. But all in all, Rutraj Gaikwad is having a good run in this series.
Yeah, I think it's also the leadership role that Tilak Verma has got. I think a lot of responsibility comes with it. A lot of maturity comes with it. So he's good enough to adjust to the situations and change his game when it matters the most. But on the other hand, Ruturaj Gaikwad, a well-experienced campaigner. He has captained the India A. He has played for the Indian national team as well. He has scored centuries all around the world. So he's done it time and time again. He's out there supporting his skipper Tilak Verma, a youngster who's been given the leadership role. He's also the vice captain of the T20 international side of India. So a lot of responsibility for him.
Lovely shot. Gave some room, but into the gap. A fielder coming in round, keeping it just for a couple of runs. That's a beautiful sound off the bat from Rutraj Gaikwad. That shows Santosh that the ball's coming on nicely.
And also he's been in good flow, Rutraj, throughout this series. Came in as a replacement of Rian Parag. A good piece of fielding at the boundary. Faridun, once again, a flat-batted shot, getting that gap but not getting the boundary. So he's been good, and it shows how true the surface is. There's you once again, driven down the ground. That's a wonderful shot from Ruturaj Gaikwad. I was just talking about what good flow he's in this series, Rajiv, and how true the surface is. That's a very good shot from Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Yeah, pitched up once again, playing through the line straight. That's a batter in form. And see that elbow in his left hand, the top hand. Lovely shot, lovely sound from Ruturaj Gaikwad. Expensive one, 8 runs off it. 17 done, 129 for 2.
Boys.
Talent TV Tri-Series 2026. The top run getters Ruturaj Gaikwad heads the list, 234 runs so far, and Sadira Samara Vikrama and Avishka Fernando second and third. Tilak Verma also in the list, and Shuryan Shedge. It's been a prolific all-rounder for India A. He has scored runs when the runs were needed, stepping in where when the team was struggling, scoring at the death overs, and coming in and bowling as well, picking up wickets in regular intervals. I think he has been a brilliant all-rounder, brilliant find.
Yeah, he's been excellent for India with bat, ball, and on the field. The perfect all-round you ask for as a captain. world cricket is lacking genuine all-rounders. Look back in the past, you got Jack Callis, Ian Botham, you got Ben Stokes currently, Hardik Pandya, but apart from those few names, you don't really see a genuine all-rounder shining. But Sudan Shetge, he's got all the potential to be one of the best all-rounders in the future.
Swing down the leg side. Oh, out given. Well, Rudraj Gaikwad is not happy, but he has to walk back.
Have a look at that again. As he's sliding down the leg, Rudraj Gaikwad didn't seem like it hit anywhere, but there was an appeal from the wicket keeper. And umpire Sankananekar raised that dreaded finger. Rudraj Gaikwad, another start and another dismissal. He departs for 30. India 1-2-9 for 3.
Yes, correct.
Well, India losing another wicket, and the partnership was needed in the middle frame. Kumar Kushagra, the new batter, walking in, playing his first game, given the opportunity, and he has the responsibility of the glove work for India A in the absence of Prab Simran Singh. So this is the other opportunity for the youngster. This is a very important passage. That kept a little low.
Yeah, good over so far. 4 dot balls with a wicket, the big wicket of Ruturaj Gaikwad. Again, when India were building a partnership, Kumar Kushagra, right-hand batter, replacing Avish Badoni in this 11. Coming into play his first game. He's got a lot of responsibility, like you mentioned, Rajiv. Needs to make sure he gets some runs and builds a partnership with his captain here.
Well, Abdullah pitching outside the leg stump, and Gaikwad going for that flick shot. And the wicket keeper was very confident going at that appeal. And it's really hard to see whether that struck the edge of that bat, and Rudraj Gaikwad has to walk back for 30. Wicket maiden for Abdullah. 18 down, 129 for 3. So heavy shoulders on the skipper, Tilak Varma, and also the youngster, Kumar Kushagra. They needed that partnership for sure. So Talent TV, A-Team Tri-Nation One Day Series 2026. Gate 2 is all open, widely open for the viewers to witness these young stars to come here at the Rangiri Ramul International Cricket Stadium. The future stars of India A, Afghanistan A, and Sri Lanka A. Change of pace, change of pace. It didn't come on, kept low as well. Good mixture from Shafi.
Yeah, just rolling his fingers over the ball and changing the pace. Tilak Verma trying to go for that flat pallet shot, not been able to find his timing.
Good take from the wicketkeeper. That awkward bounce could have gone 4 byes.
Wait.
I think this is the time that Afghanistan A can come into this game. 2 new batters and then mixing things up, and the seamers using those slower deliveries and then hitting the deck hard once again. And this is the time, this is the batters as well. Talent TV also celebrating their first year, showcasing young talent of future cricket. And many other players participating today. Oh, misfail. What went wrong there? I feel eyes not on the ball. That's easing off the pressure.
Just when they were controlling the game, Afghanistan, they had everything. They were doing everything right for the last couple of overs. Tilak Verma just pushes it down to sweep a cover and just took his eyes off of that in the last moment, and that will break the shackles, Rajiva.
Well, that's Zahir Khan. He dropped the catch of Suryavanshi earlier. Well, LPL is around the corner. The 6th edition of Lanka Premier League next month, starting on the 17th from SSC Lights, the newly restructured Lights started from the World Cup, and here also in Dabula there'll be matches, 5 games, traveling to Kandy and then coming back to Colombo. It's a lot of action for the fans to witness these stars.
Good morning.
Just a misfield, 4 runs coming off it, 19 done, 133 for 3.
Well, those are the highest wicket takers of the tournament so far. 2 Afghan bowlers at the top. $133 for 3. But the main man that Afghanistan will be keen that got back in the pavilion is Rutraj Gaikwad. And now Tilak Verma and Kumar will do that rebuilding job.
Afghanistan pulling things back, getting the big wicket of Rutraj Gaikwad, not the way that he would have wanted to be dismissed though.
Wait.
Getting a little bit of bat onto a delivery, sprayed down the leg side. He was looking in, good touch, but Kumar getting a chance here today. Playing his first game in the tournament. Oh, lovely pictures, beautiful scenes. You could call it the center part of this beautiful island. A cultural city, picturesque city. Quick single. Tilak Verma, he will have to hold the anchor this time around as Rutraj Gaikwad has been dismissed early in the innings of the Indian A team.
Well, what we've noticed, Iran, is that this has been the pattern of the Indian batters during this tournament, is it? They go big at the top, they get the good start, but that middle phase they keep losing wickets, and it's the second wicket or the third wicket partnership that has to do that rebuilding process. And with Gaikwad back in the pavilion, up to these two now to Abdullah had 5 wickets against India A in the previous game. Now 135 for 3. We are into over number 20. They wouldn't mind that. They're going at almost 7 runs and over. So it's not the run rate that India will be worried here. It's about keeping those wickets in hand. On the other hand, Afghanistan will feel that they want to get more wickets. If they can get a wicket here, one more wicket within this period, I will feel that they pull things back very well.
Yeah, the umpire will have a little bit of exercise, trying to go hard into the surface. Getting the line wrong there. Abdullah is into 6th over. Take a look at that. There you go. It was the ideal bounce, but the line was wrong. Getting it completely wrong. Going bang bang against Kumar right at the top. Oh, quick single. Bit of misfield. Afghanistan, they haven't been at their best today out there in the field. Couple of missed chances.
But I think they've not looked sharp, isn't it? That's what really matters. They've not looked sharp. They're not held on to important catches. And the ground fielding has not been really up to the mark. We saw a lot of misfields. Because you see, you can't allow these Indian batters to get off the hook. You need to apply that pressure.
Twenty overs done. 137 for 3.
Boys. Let's go, Bachchan.
There you go. Those are the leading wicket takers. 6 apiece for Abdullah and Farmulan. 5 for Viskant and Shiraz of Sri Lanka. And Anukul Roy has picked up 4 for India. Foreman on the off as Safi starts a fresh over. He'll get 1.
20 overs done, 30 overs left in the innings. This passage of play, probably these two batters, the next 10 overs try to score somewhere around 45 to 50 runs without losing a wicket, get closer to that 180 run mark with 7 wickets in hand the last 20 overs. Then try to put the foot on the accelerator. Good bit of fielding. We were talking about fielding. Throwing himself.
As I said, the fielding hasn't been sharp. It's been in patches. All nicely done. There is protection down in the deep. Tilak Varma, as you quite correctly said, will hold the key where the Indian total is concerned. A lot of action happening around the world these days. We have the Women's T20 World Cup happening in England. We have the New Zealanders in England in the men's arena. We got the Australians in Bangladesh. So there's a lot of cricket going around. And we got the Sri Lankans in the Caribbean islands. We have the emerging West Indian team in Sri Lanka. We will have the A-team test series against India coming up after this tri-series. So there's a lot of cricket around happening around locally, globally. Good opportunity for youngsters, good opportunity for viewers to look at the rising stars.
Slashing blade, that'll be 4 runs. Lucky for Kumar. That delivery stood up. Just throwing his bat outside the off stump, trying to punch through the offside on the back foot. Lucky that he managed to get a boundary of it.
Well, I did mention that this wicket has a little bit to offer for the fast bowlers. It looks a little two-pace a run, but I thought that one hurried on to Kumar a bit more than he expected, and it was a little late into that shot. Oh, this time he decides to go on the back foot, but doesn't get that elevation or the distance. It's just a single.
Once again, the timing not coming out right for Kumar. He has faced just the 10 deliveries, rocking onto the back foot, the ball hurrying on to the batter with mid-wicket and mid-on inside the circle, trying to play it in front of square. Lucky that he got it on top of the infield. There you go. If the field at mid-wicket was at the edge of the 30-yard circle, that would have been catching practice. The fielders inside the 30-yard circle, the inside the 15-yard circle, you could call them, just to prevent that single. 21 overs done, 1 double full for 3.
बंदा उसीगा हाँ इन्होंने स्लिप नहीं मराया
There you go, that's the Manhattan. If you look at the passage from over number 1 to 10, the power play, where the Indians really put their foot on the accelerator, 90 plus runs, losing just the 1 wicket, scoring about 9 runs per over. But then came the second package of over number 11 to 20, less than 50 runs, the scoring rate coming down, losing 2 important wickets. And that's the passage that the Afghanistan's really took control of. And if you see now, the run rate dropping. It has come down below 7 at this stage. Zair Khan, now this is where things would get interesting. The left-arm Chinaman. The Indian batters. They will have to be very watchful because they can't forget that they scored 349 runs in the very first game against Afghanistan's, and they lost that game. Yes, it was interrupted by rain. Oh, that's a drop chance. The catches keeps going down of the Afghanistan fielders. This is disappointing.
Yeah, we were talking about the Afghanistan fielding, and it continues to be in patches. Zair Khan will be a disappointed bowler. How easy can it get? And how
good bowling Zair
Krabi dropped it. He's a very disappointed bowler. Zair Khan is into his first and almost struck. Oh, he started. Oh, that's a poor delivery, and will that go all the way? Yes, it does. That will be 5 wides for the Indian team total.
Well, Kosala, how often do we see bowlers, once the chance has been let go, the very next delivery, the batters, they take the bowler on, or else something like this. Yes, that had a little bit of grip off the surface. It turned sharply, but that was sprayed down the leg side. The outfield, he will have no chance of stopping them. 5 valuable runs for India, but disappointing for Afghanistan.
good bowling Zair mashallah
How costly can that miss be of Kumar? We'll only know as the game goes on, but I feel that a wicket there would have put Afghanistan back in this game and in control. Into the gap. But 2 is all that we'll get. Zahir Khan is getting turned off the surface. And that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That one went the other way. Kumar read it well. Last ball coming up. What does he do? Spin it back at Kumar, or is he going to take it away? Oh, he spins it back. Spins it back at Kumar. Eventful over. Comes to an end. It's 151 for 3.
There's a batting card for you. The two opening batters getting India off to a flying start. Rutraj Gaikwad, he might feel very unfortunate just clipping one down the leg side, but it's down to these two batters in the middle to do a little bit of rebuilding. It'll be just...
Safi, he's also been among the wickets. He picked up 3 in the first game. He's got 1 today. So this is the surface that we are playing on today. Again, a very brownish type of a pitch. But it's held on. It's not really turned as expected. It's not opened up.
No.
Now, Tilak Varma has been kept out of strike for a while. It's been Kumar who's faced Park at the bowling. Look at that again. This is the surface that we were talking about. Very brownish pitch. And a good dry pitch. Was attempting to bang that one in short, but didn't lift as what the bowler might have expected. But Kumar will happily put that one away.
Safi probably trying for that change of pace, slipping out of his hand. Lucky that it did not end up as a no ball. 153 on the board, projected score 340 plus at this stage, and India would definitely want to have that, because Afghanistan, they are very strong with their batting. They can go hard at the top, the middle order. They play some quality cricket. It's always important for them to put up a decent total. The last 30 deliveries, 23 runs. India will be happy with that, with just the 3 wickets loss. Shot and jab, pulled in front of square. That's the shot that he was trying the previous over as well, but he gets it right this time.
Little margin for error on the surface, and Safi fraction short, but look at that. Not much feet movement, rotation of the hip. Take a look at this. There you go. That's it. See that rotation coming in. Super short.
Yeah, sitting up nicely. His eyes lit up when he did see the shot of the lane delivery. You really can't call it a short delivery, but taking maximum use out of it. Good over 8 runs coming off over number 23. 159 for 3.